SMT Nation, we back. Nation, there's been news stories, coverage from media outlets about Amazon being in talks with carriers to sell wireless service. And, it makes sense for Amazon to explore this. But there are a couple of things that don't make sense for the industry and the mobile network operators on a couple of different levels. I want to give you guys kind of my take, and then also some of the stuff that we're hearing out of analysts and the market researchers as to, why these types of moves really don't make sense for the mobile network operators, but they might for one. All right, and I think that's kind of where things stop, and I think that's really the only thing that gives the story legs. Anyways, I'll be sure to link the original article in the description. It's from Light Reading, so you guys will find that there. Also in the description is the real SMT Buy Me a Coffee link. If you want to support your creators directly, that's one way you could do it. Keep the SMT caffeinated and motivated. Use that link and you can get us a coffee. Also, if you're looking for a really good deal on wireless service, we've partnered with Mint Mobile. Check them out. They've got great deals, great plans, great value in those deals. And of course, you're getting legendary customer care. But right now, what's really, really good is that we've got an option for you to save money on these plans. Okay, so to be more transparent about what I'm talking about, is the basic premise is this. If you join Mint Mobile now, right, get yourself a SIM, physical SIM sent to you, or get an eSIM, use our partner link to do it. All the pricing that you see on the screen, the $15, $20, $25, and $30 price points, all that moves to a $15 price point. That means whether you get the 15 gig, 20 gig, or the unlimited plan, it's going to cost you $15 a month. So I recommend trying the unlimited plan, and that will cut your cost in half. And you really can't beat that price. And it's a limited time, and it's only available through our partner link. So use our partner link. It's in the description, mintmobile.com/Sneed. You'll get that deal. It'll be extended to you when you check out. $15 a month for an unlimited plan. Guys, use it. It's a great opportunity. If you're looking for a secondary line, you're looking for T-Mobile network access, you want that great customer care with that value, that's a great way to go. Okay, so back to the story. Okay, so the news about Amazon being in talks with wireless providers and offering free service or discounted service to its Prime members. Basically, the only thing we're hearing publicly is denials, right? We're hearing kind of pushback. We're hearing pushback from Amazon themselves. They said we're not in talks right now with any network operators. We've heard that same sentiment, denials from AT&T, Verizon, and T-Mobile. The only company that has yet to deny it has been Dish, right? So the question becomes is, what's to gain for the carriers? Now, obviously, the carriers collectively don't really need this. But a single carrier, I think, in Dish benefits from this because of the distribution opportunity, right? That's really the only carrier I could think has the bull case for a win in this instance. Verizon, obviously, AT&T, T-Mobile, I think these companies lose profits and lose margins once they have to start wholesaling customers. They would essentially be losing money in this, right? And then, of course, customer data is very valuable. They'd be giving it up to Amazon, right? So, and maybe there were talks going on. Maybe Amazon did explore this, and all that may be true. But I think under what the carriers have created, kind of like a walled garden into their networks, where you got to do everything on their terms. And I don't think that Amazon wants those terms. It doesn't benefit them unless they can get through some of that quote unquote, walled garden. Okay, so I have my doubts as to whether or not this had a legitimate chance of happening. If it has a chance of happening in the future, I think it's more specific to an opportunity through Dish. Because when I look at what this would do for the consumer market, let's just create a hypothetical number. Let's say that a wholesale deal gets put in place and Amazon, can get service to their customers through the Prime membership at a cost of $200 some per year in cost, operational wholesale cost. Right? The Prime membership is, last I checked, it was like $120 or $140. Right? So you're really giving up a lot of money to keep that customer in there through the Prime membership. Yeah, their information is very important and all that, but some of those numbers don't really line up. All right, so could Amazon make it work? Could they find other ways? I'm sure they can. I just don't see how this is a win for any of the mobile network operators, because they would be moving from a retail high ARPU customer to a wholesale, going through Amazon. The only carrier I think of this as a win for would be for Dish, because they have no customers. And this gives them an instant access to having customers on their native network. The problem there is Dish doesn't have a fully national scale network that's eventually going to have to rely on AT&T most of the time, and then also T-Mobile for some customers. And they're not even allowed to distribute other companies' access that way in its mobile network MVNO format, right? They've got to get their network national, I think, before they can actually truly do this to scale. What do you guys think, right? I broke the story last week, and, it obviously was a big piece of news. It is big, right? And where there's smoke, there's fire, and all those things are true. I just don't think anything is concrete and in place for sure. And I think when I'm looking at the market today, when I'm looking at the stock market, I see, Verizon, T-Mobile, and AT&T all plummeted last week. They were all down 3 to 5, 6%, 7%. Some of them as high as 11%, T-Mobile. And then they have since rebounded today, right? The stocks have already started to recover. We've seen the numbers kind of coming up. So, and of course, Dish was up like 17% last week. Today it's like down 1%. I don't know. I don't think we're close to anything at this moment in time, nor do I think the structure really makes sense for MNOs. What do you guys think? Sound off in the comment section below. You are the voice of the people, the SMT Nation. Let your voice be heard.